राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, we are reading from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya. All the commentaries are by His Divine Grace Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada, the revered spiritual master of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Shri Srimad Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. We are reading the Madhya Khanda, chapter 2, text 222. We are reading the Prem Dasha of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, 223, Mataji? Okay, 222. We are reading about the ecstatic manifestations of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu after receiving initiation from Sri Ishwar Puripad. Text 22. Ei mata nija grihe Shri Shachi Nandan Niravadhi Nishidisi Karena Kirtan. In this way, Shri Shachinandan Gaurahari, the divine son of Srimati Shachi Mata, performed kirtan regularly in his own house. Niravadhi Nishidishi. Day and night continuously he performed. Kirtaniya Sadahari. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed kirtan every day in his own house. What can we learn from this? Two things. Harinam Sankirtan is to be performed always, every day, at all times. There is no consideration of place and time. देश काल नियम नहीं, सर्व सिद्धि है. खाइते शुइते यथा तथा नाम लय, देश काल नियम नहीं, सर्व सिद्धि है. There are no hard and fast rules about the place and the timing. Harinam Sankirtan can be performed in the morning, it can be performed at night, it can be performed on any month, any day, and it can be performed by anyone. That is one lesson. Second is, we don't have to go anywhere specific to do Harinam Sankirtan. In our own house, we can stand in front of our deities and standing in front of Guru, Gauranga, Krishna. We can clap our hands, play kartal, play mridanga, play harmonium, or simply clap our hands and sing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Classic. Sorry. So we can do at home, we can do any time of the day, Harinam Sankirtan. Ei mata nija grihe, in his own house, Shri Shachinandan, Niravadhi, continuously, Nishidishi, day and night, Karena Kirtan. Kirtane Sadahari. We should always do Kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The holy name of Krishna is very powerful. The holy name of Krishna is very sweet. The holy name of Krishna is all purifying. Madhuram Madhurebhyopi, Mangalebhyopi Mangalam, Pavanam, Pavanebhyopi, Harer Nama eva Kevalam. Harinam is everything for us. Text 223. Arambhila Mahaprabhu Kirtana Prakash Sakala Bhaktera Dukha Haya Dekhinash. Thus, the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inaugurated the performance of Kirtan. Arambhila means to inaugurate, to begin. Arambhila Mahaprabhu Kirtana Prakash. He manifested the performance of Hare Krishna Mahamantra Sankirtan, Krishna Nam Sankirtan. And what is the effect of Krishna Nam Sankirtan? Bhava Maha Dava Agni Nirvapanam. Sakala Bhaktera Dukkha Haya Dekhinash. All the sorrow and suffering of all the devotees was completely destroyed by Harinam Sankirtan. Because the devotees were praying, when will the Supreme Lord come and teach us the Yuga Dharma? This world is suffering so much. And Mahaprabhu appeared in Navadvip, where there were proud people who were criticizing devotees, making fun of devotees, who were opposed to the principles of bhakti. In such a place, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and inaugurated the Yuga Dharma Nam Sankirtan movement. Text 224. Hari bola bali dake Shri Shachi Nandan Ghana Ghana Pashan Dera Haya Jagaran. Shri Shachinandan, as he loudly cried out, Hari Bol, the sleep of the atheists was repeatedly broken. So see the difference. Arambhila Mahaprabhu Kirtana Prakash Sakala Bhaktera Dukkha Haya Dekhinash. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started the congregational chanting of the holy names of God, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the devotees became very happy. All the sorrow and pain in the hearts of the devotees was vanquished by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's inaugurating the chanting of the congregational chanting of the holy names. And what was the effect on the atheists? It had the opposite effect. The atheists considered it to be a great disturbance. Just see, it is a fact, my dear friends, that one man's food is another man's poison. One man's food is another man's poison. This is a fact. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is chanting the same Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Devotees are feeling jubilant, ecstatic, they are feeling blissful. And those who are atheists, they are taking it as a waste of time, as a disturbance. It is disturbing their sleep at night. Hari Bola Bali Dake Sri Shachinandan. As Sri Shachinandan Gaurahari, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya, he loudly chanted, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Dake means loudly called out, Hari Bol. Hari Bol Bali Dake Sri Shachinandan. Ghana Ghana Pashandira Haya Jagaran. The Pashandis, the atheists, those who don't have any faith in the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, they were taking it as disturbance of their sleep, Jagaran. Purport by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. The atheists who are averse to the service of Shri Krishna are always awake for enjoying sense gratification, and they are asleep for the service of Krishna. Thus, they forget Krishna's service. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, what is that verse? Ya nisha sarva bhutani tasyam jagrati samyami tasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha paschato mune. Very beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says, that which is night for the devotees is the daytime for the materialists. And that which is night for the materialists is the day for the devotees. Ya nisha sarva bhutani. What is night for the materialist? Ya nisha sarva bhutani tasyam jagrati samyami. Those who are samyami, those who are self-controlled devotees, jitendriya devotees, for them it is daytime. And when the transcendentalists takes rest, the materialists are very active. How is that? At 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, during Brahma Muhurta, the spiritually most auspicious and powerful time of the day, the devotees are awake. They have already brushed their teeth, they have already taken bath, and they are wearing fresh clothes. And what are they doing at 4:30? They are chanting the holy names. They are praying. They are performing their spiritual activities, their bhajan. And at 4:30 in the morning, what are the materialists doing? They are in deep slumber on a thick, soft, comfortable bed. Isn't it? They're sleeping. And the devotee is performing the most important activity of their day during Brahma Muhurta. And then 11 o'clock at night, the devotee is resting, because between 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. is the best time to sleep, according to Ayurveda. According to the biological cycle, the rhythm of the body, the 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., these 6 hours are considered to be ideal. Of course, it is difficult with our modern schedules. Even for me, it is difficult to sleep at 9 o'clock. Um, but those who are self-controlled devotees, those who are disciplined devotees, they do it. In the Brahmacharya ashram, it's lights out that time. So the devotees go to bed early so that they rise early. Early to bed and early to rise. It makes us healthy, wealthy, and wise. So we agree with that proverb. Early to bed and early to rise. And then when we are sleeping at night at 9:30, 10 o'clock, the materialists are just beginning their night out. They are beginning their trip to the pubs and the um, restaurants and late night movies, and going for fast drives on their bikes and their sports cars. All those things are going on at night by the materialists. It is the most active part of their day to go to different restaurants, different pubs, and discos, when the devotee is resting. And the materialists will enjoy all night and they will go to sleep in the morning. When it is Brahma Muhurta, when it is time to do bhajan, when it is time to perform spiritual activities for the devotee, the materialists sleep, and then they wake up at 11 o'clock. They wake up at noon, when half the day is already over for a devotee. So this is the difference between the devotee and the atheists. Their lifestyles are completely different. Their values are completely different. And therefore, their destination also will be different after death. That is what Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is saying. Ya nisha sarva bhutani tasyam jagrati samami tasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha paschato mune. So they forget. The materialists, the atheists, they forget service to Krishna. Why? Because they are very busy enjoying their senses. Indriya Tripti. Yet, because of Sri Shachinandan's loud chanting of the names of Hari, Hari bol bali dake Sri Shachinandan, ghana ghana pashandira haya jagaran. Yet, because of Lord Shachinandan's loud chanting of the names of Sri Hari, the atheists sleeping in ignorance was broken, and their hearts, which are averse to the service of Hari, became aroused and startled. Hare Krishna. It is the sacred duty of a great devotee to wake up sleeping souls from their slumber of ignorance, to wake them up. Jiva jago, Gaura Chand bole. Why are you sleeping in the lap of Maya? Wake up, sleeping souls. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Because it is a sacred duty of a spiritualist to help others. My question to all of you is, please raise your hand and unmute. Why is it a sacred duty of a great spiritualist to awaken others from their sleep of ignorance? Why not let them sleep? Yes, Sukhakar Krishnadas Prabhu. You can.
So nice to hear your classes. Probably this is because we have the responsibility as a Jeeva Daya that we have to help others, because all are Mamai Vamcha Jeeva Loke. So it is our duty to, if we are going, everyone should go back, because where everybody is suffering in the miserable material world, unknowingly they are suffering. They are seeing enjoyment in this. Actually, the real enjoyment today is independence. We have to get independence of the body, not independence of Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So that's what I could relate to.
Hare Krishna. Sukhakar Krishna Das Prabhu Jai Ho. Very nice answer. Yes, a Vaishnava is para dukha dukhi. A Vaishnava cares. It is not that a Vaishnava is living in his or her own world in a bubble. It is not that a Vaishnava is completely detached from the reality of this world. This world the manifestations of this world are temporary, but this world is real. It is Krishna's Bahiranga Shakti. Bhumi rapo nalo vayur kham mano buddhi revacha ahankar ityame bhinna prakriti attada. It is Krishna's prakriti. Maya dhakshana prakriti suyate sacharacharam. This prakriti belongs to Krishna. This prakriti is working according to Krishna's desire. So a devotee understands the workings of material nature. A devotee understands the nature of the jiva, and a devotee understands the nature of Krishna. Please try to understand, my dear friends. Please pay attention here. This is called Sambandha Jnana. A devotee understands that I am a jiva and my swarup is to serve and love Krishna. Jivara swarup hai Krishna Nityadas. And like Prabhuji said, Mama amsha jiva loka jiva bhuta sanatana. Everyone is a part and parcel of Krishna. Everyone is Krishna amsha. Vibhinna amsha. Krishna is to Bhagwan Swayam. Krishna is the original Godhead. And Krishna has many incarnations, which are the Swamsha, Swa-amsha of Krishna. Like Lord Vishnu, like Matsya Dev, like Varaha Dev, like Narsimha Dev, Ramadi Murti Shukalaniyam and Krishna, Nana Avatar. So there are many incarnations of Krishna which are the Swa-amsha. But Jiva is also a part of Krishna, called as Vibhinna Amsha. Vibhinna. Maithili, beta dar banda karna, khub awaaz yeto hai. तुम्ही खेळा फक्त दार बंद करा. I'm just telling you the door is broken. बरं ठीक आहे. I'll try to. Sorry, Hare Krishna. So we are Vibhinna Amsha. And because the devotee understands that I am a part of Krishna, everyone else is also as much a part of Krishna as I am. We are all Vibhinna Amsha. Mama Amsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatan. Eternally, we are parts and parcels of Krishna. We belong to Krishna. The nature of this material world, Prakriti, is that it is Dukkhalaya Ashashvatam. Nothing is permanent here. And the nature of this world is that it gives suffering. Tapatraya. There is threefold miseries here. Miseries caused by our own body. Just yesterday, I took care of a 41-year-old man. I am 43. So seeing someone younger than me facing death is very painful. 41-year-old man, he was in perfect health. He used to go hiking. He told me different trails that he has hiked around the world. Very fit. Just got jaundice somehow in March of this year, few months ago. Underwent a CT scan and then a MRCP and found that he has got cancer of the pancreas. And it had already spread into the liver. Then it spread into his lungs, spread into his bones. He tried 2 different chemotherapy regimens, nothing worked. And finally, yesterday, he went home with hospice, where he'll probably not live for more than a few weeks. He has not eaten anything in last 1 week. Just cannot keep anything down. We put a stent. Even that stent got blocked because the cancer is just growing like anything. So this is the nature of this world. 41-year-old. And who was with him? His father. So painful for a father to see his own child die.
So is it prarabdha karma, Prabhu? Is it prarabdha karma that is dying so fast?
Yes. It is prarabdha. What is prarabdha? Prarabdha is a part of our stockpile of good and bad activities. We have got a stockpile of good and bad activities. Now imagine a granary, a godown, where there is a stockpile of grains. Some grains are good, some grains are having fungus, some have got spoiled because of moisture, some are very good quality. There is a mixture of grains. Prarabdha means to put hand into that stockpile of grains and just pull out a bunch. It will have good and bad, and you make a human being out of that. Good karma, bad karma. Because of our purva sanchit sat karma, we are able to enjoy in this life. And because of our purva sanchit pap karma, we have to suffer in this world. It's a mixture. It's a combination. Some people get from their stockpile more impious activities result. So they suffer more. They have repeated diseases. They have so many problems in their life, financial problem, family problem. They have a more sad life. And some people in their prarabdha, from their stockpile, more punya has come, less pap has come, the results of that. So they face accordingly. If more pap is there, less punya, more suffering. More punya is there, less pap in the prarabdha, then there is more enjoyment and less suffering. That's why we see different people. They have different types of lifestyles. Some have very happy life, some have very sad life. But the thing is, we have the godown is very big. The stockpile of our purva sanchit karma is very big because every day we are doing karma. And we have had so many lifetimes in this world. So we have immense karma. And even now we are doing karma, which is going to create our future life. So prarabdha is just a handful of karma taken from our stockpile of karma. Just like when we are born, we have a birthday. When we are born, we also have an expiry date. Like a medicine, it has a manufacture date and expiry date. This body also, it is already decided when this body is going to perish and die. And what karma I do in this life and from previous lifetimes, it will fashion my next body. So this is going on. And a devotee understands this, that poor souls and poor me, we are all suffering. And the only solution is to take shelter of Krishna. That is the only way to protect us from our karma. Karmani nirdahati cha bhakti bhajam. In Brahma Samhita it is said that only by bhakti we can completely burn the stockpile of the grains, both good and bad grains. And if the grains are burned, they are roasted, then it cannot fructify. It cannot sprout. A seed that has been roasted can never sprout. It is finished. Karmani nirdahati bhakti bhajam. By bhakti, we can burn the karma. That is the meaning of sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami masucha. Because कर्म के गोडाउन में आग लग जाती है. कर्माणि निर्दहति तो भक्ति भाजाम. भक्ति संघ जप ग्रुप वरती क्लास होतो. हरे कृष्ण. So this is the siddhanta that a devotee understand, and this is called sambandha jnana. What is it called? Sambandha jnana. To understand that I am a jiva, everyone else is also a jiva. We are connected. Who are we connected to? We are connected to Krishna. What is the nature of this material world? The nature of this material world is horrible. It is dukkhalaya shashvatam. It is completely opposed to my nature. The swarup of the jiva and the swarup of this material nature. When material nature shows its ugly face, it is very tragic. It is dukkhalaya ashashvatam. The creator of this world has labeled it dukkhalaya. And our greatest irony, please listen carefully. Our greatest irony is that we are looking for sukh in dukkhalaya. It is like going to a granthalaya and saying, give me medicine. Medicine ke liye you have to go to aushadhalaya, not granthalaya. Granthalaya mein you will get grantha. So we have come to Dukkhalaya and we are Anandamayo Bhyasa. We are pleasure seeking and we all want to be happy. That is the contradiction. That is the discrepancy in our life. And the sadhus, the Shastra, and Krishna, they come in this world, they come in our life to tell us that we are looking for the wrong thing in the wrong place. In this world, very easy to find dukkha. Dekho, I like ice cream, just eat ice cream. Dukkha will come naturally. I don't want to go to school, I'll just stay at home. Dukkha will come naturally. Job ही नहीं मिलेगा. आइसक्रीम खाऊंगा तो मोटा हो जाऊंगा. मोटा हो जाऊंगा तो डायबिटीज, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, हाई कोलेस्ट्रॉल, देन हार्ट अटैक, देन स्ट्रोक, morbid obesity, arthritis. You see, it is very easy to suffer in this world. Very difficult to stay healthy. Very difficult to be happy in this world. इतना करना पड़ता है. We have to work hard. We have to be very disciplined. We have to study, do our job properly, be a good family man, say no to temptations, follow the laws of the land. So many things we have to do to be happy, to not get into trouble while driving also. Very easy to have an accident. Very difficult to have a clean record. Don't speed, stop at the stop sign, make allowance for other people's mistakes. है ना? Park at the right place, don't change the lanes abruptly. So many things you have to follow. This is the nature of this world. To fall down is very easy. To suffer is very easy. Look at the example of Maharaj Nrig in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Such a great king. Never committed any sin in his life. Lot of faith in the Brahmanas. Gave so much charity. So much charity. He used to give entire villages to the Brahmanas. He used to give hundreds and thousands of cows to the Brahmanas. Very selfless, very responsible, very pious, very non-envious. Such a nice king. But he was not on the path of pure devotional service. He was on the path of karma kand. But he was doing his karma kand very nicely, following the rules and he was a good citizen. Good citizen. And Brahman came to ask charity. He just told his servant, give so many thousands of cows to this Brahmana. At that time, one cow of another Brahman had just loitered into the Goshala, unbeknownst to the king and to the servant. So the servant just counted thousands of cows, whatever the king had said, the number, and gifted to this Brahman, gave to the Brahman. These are your cows. And the Brahman was going with all the cows. Just then the other Brahman came, whose cow had wandered into the Goshala. And immediately said, oh, that cow is mine. Don't take my cow. He recognized his cow. This is my cow. It came to the king, Maharaj Nirik. The Brahman who owned that cow originally said that, Raja, how can you give my cow in charity? It is my cow. I drink her milk. I take care of her. I graze her. By mistake, she came in your Goshala, but that doesn't mean you give her away. She's my cow. Let me take her back. The king said, okay, if she's your cow, you take her back. And told the other Brahman, I'm sorry, I gave you these thousands of cows, but one cow actually did not belong to me. By mistake, I gave you. But in exchange for that cow, you give that cow back to this Brahman. I will give you thousands of cows decorated with gold. Their horns will be decorated with gold. They will be covered with a silk cloth. Their hoofs will be made shoes with silver. Very beautiful cows I will give you. Thousands of such cows I'll give you. Just give that one cow back to this Brahman. Now the Brahman who had received the charity of that cow said that, no. You gave me all these cows, including this cow. I accepted them. And I accepted them. Now I don't want to give them back. I don't want your thousands of other cows. This cow you gave me, I accepted her. I'm going to take her now. I don't want to give her back. So the king told the Brahman who owned the cow that Brahman is not giving it back. But you don't worry. You let that cow go. In exchange, I will give you thousands of cows decorated with gold. The Brahman said, in my whole life, I have never accepted charity like this. He said, I am a very self-satisfied Brahman. I have one cow and I'm happy with her. I don't want your 1,000 cows. Just give me my one cow back. King again went to that other Brahman, please give that cow back. I will give you whatever you say. I'll give you thousands and thousands of cows. He said, no, you gave it to me once, I accepted it. I don't want to give it back. I want that cow only. Then the cow who owned the Brahman who owned the cow, he was very disappointed and he left. He left. And that was the end of the story. Maharaj Nirik could not please both the Brahmanas. The Brahman who received charity went away with that cow, and the other Brahman who had only one cow, he left disappointed. He didn't accept other cow from the king. And time went on. When Maharaj Nirik died, Yamraji came and said, you want to face the result of your pious activities, or you want to face the result of your pap activities? Maharaj Nirik was very curious. Pap? I don't remember committing any pap. And anyway, it is good to suffer the pap first. Why should I keep my pap pending? Let me face the results of my sins first. So he told Yamraji that I want to face the consequences of my sins first. Then I will enjoy the consequences of my punya karma. Yamraj says, okay, you fall down into the lizard species. Not even human birth. Imagine a king who was Jitendriya, who was a follower of the Vedas, who was respectful to the Brahmanas, who took care of the citizens like his own children, who was not selfish, who was not greedy, who was very charitable, always looked after the welfare of the citizens like as if they were his own children. That king falls down and becomes a lizard. Not even a human being. Hare Krishna. This is the stringent rules of karma, laws of karma. We can get away by breaking rules of the constitution of a particular country because the law enforcement is not perfect. After all, no human being is perfect. To err is human. But we cannot escape from the law of this material nature because there are just too many witnesses. A criminal cannot get away if there is evidence. Criminals get away because there is no evidence. No one saw, no one can bear witness, and there is no proof. Correct? That is how all the criminals get away because it cannot be proved. It is unsolved case. It's a cold case. Lack of evidence, no suspects. People get away. Criminals get away. But nobody can get away from the laws of material nature because according to 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there are 10 witnesses, more than 10 witnesses for everything that we do. In the daytime, there is Surya Dev, who is witness. At night, there is Soma Dev, who is witness, the moon god. Wherever we go, Vayu Dev is witness as air. Our body is made up of water also. So Varun Dev is witness. In this way, the Dikpatis are witness, Dikpals are witness. All the 10 directions, there are Dikpals, they are witnesses. And above all, Krishna as Paramatma is Sakshi, Sakshi Gopal. He is the Drashta. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes the Paramatma as Drashta, Cha Anumanta Cha. He is the Drashta. He is the witness of all our activities. And Yamraji is a witness. So in this way, there are always witnesses. And therefore, nobody can get away in this world. Maharaj Nirig had to fall down into the animal species, that also lizard species. Not that he became a peacock or he became a cow. Became a lizard. Lizard is never glorified. We say, oh, sings like a cuckoo bird. Oh, he dances like a beautiful peacock. Oh, he's got the strength of a lion. Oh, he's got the majestic, confident gait of an elephant. Oh, who talks about lizard? कभी lizard की भी गिरगिट की उपमा सुनी है क्या? नहीं. Nobody gives example of a lizard. He became a lizard. This is the stringent laws of karma. A devotee knows this sambandha jnana. Material world, horrible place. Dukkhalaya ashashvatam, anityam asukham lokam. Only solution is imam prapya bhajasvamam. Bhagwan ka bhajan karo. You have to worship Krishna. That is the only way out. And what is the nature of Krishna? Again, this is sambandha jnana. To understand Krishna, to understand Prakriti, to understand Jiva, and to understand their interrelationship. And to understand relationship, we have to understand nature. What is the swarup of the jiva? To serve Krishna. But who are we serving? Material nature. What is the swarup of material nature? It is temporary and it is dukkhalaya. It gives dukkha. Very expert in giving tapatraya. Therefore, material nature, Adhishtatri Devi, Durga Devi is standing with a trishul. Tapatraya. And what is the nature of Krishna? What is the nature of Krishna? This is Sambandha Dhyan. The nature of Krishna is He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु. भगवान दया के सागर है. Krishna is ocean of mercy. This is Krishna's nature. And he is Dina Bandhu. Dinera adhika daya kare Bhagavan, Pandita kulina dhani bada abhiman. Nature of Krishna is to do karuna. Nature of Radharani is to do karuna. Karunam kurumai. Karuna bharite. Radharani is merciful, Krishna is merciful. And we are fallen. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koro More. Toma bina ke dayalu jagata samsare. Patita pavana hetu tava avatar. Mosama patita prabhu na pai beyar. You are patita pavan and I am patit. We are a perfect match. We are a perfect match, Krishna. Please, daya karo. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. This is the mood in which we should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna, please accept me. Don't reject me. Aapko, by forgetting you, I have suffered in this world. But now, I don't want to forget you, Krishna. A devotee understands this. Krishna's nature, nature of Jiva, nature of this Prakriti, very dangerous, very fearful. Mahaprabhu says, Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitamam vishame bhavam budho. How is this bhava ambudho? How is this samsara sagar? How is this material world, this ocean of material existence? Visham. Very fearful. Visham. Very fearful. I have fallen. Patitamam vishame bhava budho. Bhayanak bhav sagar. Manasija fani jushte labdha patosmi dushte timira gahana rupe hanta samsara kupe ajita nikhila raksha hetu muddhara daksha upanaya mamaste bhakti rajjum namaste. Srila Rupa Goswami says hanta samsara kupe, this deep dark well of material existence. We are wanting the rescue rope of bhakti. Bhakti rajjum, the bhakti rajjum, the rope of bhakti. Pull us up, Krishna. Ajita, he is inconquerable. Ajita and his Nikhila Daksha Hetu Uddhara Raksha. He is always very Daksha, very expert in doing Uddhar. How? Through the Bhakti rope. Bhakti Rajjum Namaste. Please, Krishna. Rupa Goswami is saying, Manasija Fani Jushte. Labdha Patos me Dushte. Dushta, this world is Dushta. Timira Gahana Rupe Hanta Samsara Kupe. Manasija Fani Jushte. The snake of lust, anger, greed is biting me in this dark well. Please throw the rope of bhakti. Hey, Ajit Krishna, pull me up. Ajit Krishna. Param Puja Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj has named his disciple here in Atlanta, my dear friend, Ajit Krishna, bro. Ajit Krishna. Krishna is Ajit Krishna. Ajita Nikhila Raksha Hetu Muddhara Daksha. Upanaya Mama Haste Bhakti Rajju Namaste. Haste, in my hand, give me the Bhakti Rajju. Give me the rope of bhakti. So this a devotee understands. Krishna is very merciful. The jiva is supposed to be a servant of Krishna, but is acting as a servant of Maya. And Maya is a very bad mistress or master. Dukkhalaya Shashvata. Why? Not because Maya is cruel, but because Maya knows, don't come to me, Baba. Go to Krishna. You'll never be happy with me. You'll be happy with Krishna. So she gives us whips. She beats us so that we go away from her. But the Jiva is so bewildered. The Jiva doesn't know where to go. Doesn't know anything but Maya. Therefore, the Sadhu Guru comes from the spiritual world. Chakshur unmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namah. Opens our eyes. We are in the andhakar. Timira gahana rupe hanta samsara kupe. Agyan timira andhasya. We are blinded by ignorance. Agyan timira andhasya. Jnananjana. By putting the anjana of jnana. This jnana, sambandha jnana will lead to prem prayojan. And that jnananjana will become premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya guna swarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. But that jnana, the sambandha jnana comes first. First, jnananjana shalakaya chakshurun milita. Eyes are opened. Hey, Gurudev, tasmai shri gurave namah. How can I ever repay you? So, therefore, a devotee is paradukha dukhi. Because a devotee understands Krishna's swabhav. Krishna's swabhav is to, hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. This material nature, Vishame Bhavam Budhau. Manasija fani jushte, labdha patos me dushte, timira gahana rupe, hanta samsara kupe. That is the nature of samsara. Samsara dava nala leadha loka. It is a forest fire where people are suffering. So devotee understands the nature of material nature of Krishna, and the nature of Jiva. And therefore is so compassionate. Hey Jiva, oh my brother, oh my sister, let me connect you to Krishna. So prasadana dilo bhai, oh my brother, Krishna has given his prasad. Please come, take this. Sayanamrita pao, Radha Krishna gunagao. The sadhu tells us this, considering us to be bhai. Dekho ore bhai, tribhuvane nai, e mona dayala data. Shri Lochan Das Thakur is telling us, considering us to be brother. Dekho re bhai. Okay. So therefore the devotee preaches, wakes up the sleeping souls, startles them, arouses them. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is saying, startles and arouses them. What is this startling? Startle means to call them rascals. Startle means to call them fools, mudhas. Right? You're calling me a mudha? You're calling me rascal? They are aroused. They are startled. This jolt, startling jolt is necessary, my dear friends, for someone who is in a slumber, especially someone who has been sleeping for a very long time. It is required. That's what our acharyas do. It may appear why sadhus are using words like rascal and this and that. But it is necessary. That's what we need. That's what will wake us up. Nothing else is going to work. One devotee, he was asking why Srila Prabhupada uses these words. Why Srila Prabhupada is sometimes like a thunderbolt. I have told this story before also. I have heard it from my Guru Maharaj, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. In the 1960s and 70s, there was a music band in New York called the Fugs, F-U-G-S, Fugs. In America, they were quite popular, famous and popular. And all their songs were about sex and drugs. And His Grace Brahmananda Prabhu and others, they kind of connected with those Fugs because they were influential and convinced them to meet Srila Prabhupada. And they came 26th Avenue. They came to meet Srila Prabhupada in the 1970s, late 1960s, I think. And first Srila Prabhupada was talking to them. It was a very cordial conversation, and Srila Prabhupada was encouraging them. Prabhupada said, yes, in this age of Kali, the way of spiritual perfection is through music and songs and singing. And I'm very happy to see that God has given you this talent in music and singing. So you can attain the highest destination, you can attain the perfection of life, you can do the greatest service to mankind through your profession of writing songs and singing them with music. So the thugs were very happy. Then Srila Prabhupada continued, but you must follow the 4 regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication with drugs. And their songs were about the good effects of heroin and LSD, cocaine. They used to glorify in their songs. And no illicit sex. And they would glorify the enjoyment of sex life also in their songs. Prabhupada said, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no meat eating, and no gambling. You must follow these regulative principles, and you must write songs glorifying God, how God is beautiful, how God is merciful, how God is almighty. Then your songs will have meaning. Otherwise, there is no meaning. You are doing a disservice to mankind. And the thugs, they looked down, they looked at each other, they got up and they left. And the devotees there were literally praying to Krishna that, please don't let Prabhupada talk about the 4 regulative principles, because these guys will not appreciate. And they did not appreciate. Then why did Srila Prabhupada speak that? My Guru Maharaj explains, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj explains why Srila Prabhupada spoke about the 4 regulative principles to the thugs who were opposed to the regulative principles. Srila Prabhupada said to the thugs about the importance of the 4 regulative principles and importance of Krishna consciousness. Because Maharaj said, because Srila Prabhupada was not only speaking to the thugs, Srila Prabhupada was also speaking to all of us. Srila Prabhupada was also speaking to the assembled disciples there, devotees there. And those people who had come to meet Srila Prabhupada needed to be startled and woken up from their spiritual slumber, as Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is saying. Because of Sri Shachinandan's loud chanting of the name of Hari, the atheists' sleep of ignorance was broken and their hearts became aroused and startled. This is necessary. Texts 225 to 228. Nidra sukha bhange bahir mukha kruddha hai, जाए जे न मत इच्छा बलिया मरे, केह बले एगुरा गुलार हैल की वाई, केह बले रात्रि निद्रा जाइते ना पाई, केह बले गोसाई ऋषि बे बड़ डाके, ए गुलार सर्वनाश हईबे ए पाके, केह बले ज्ञान योग एडिया विचार, परम उद्धट है न सबार व्यवहार. When the happiness of their sleep was broken, the atheists became angry and blasphemed according to their desires. They blasphemed. Kruddha hai. Nidra sukha bhange, bahirmukha kruddha hai. Because these bahirmukh people, bahirmukh means those who have turned away from Krishna. Krishna bahirmukha jiv bhogavancha kare. Nikatastha maya tare jhapatiya dhare. Krishna bahirmukh jiv bhogavancha kare. Those who have turned away from Krishna, they are after sense gratification. Indriya tripti, Vishaya bhog lalasa they have. Now their sleep got disturbed. Sleep is very precious to materialistic people. They like to be in the mode of ignorance. Whereas a devotee tries to minimize sleep. The devotee asks, what is the maximum allowed sleep? I will sleep less than that. Prabhupada said 6 hours. Okay, let me make sure I don't sleep more than 6 hours. That's the nature of a devotee. And the materialist will ask, kitna sleep minimum to 8 घंटा तो मिलना चाहिए ना, at least 8 hours one has to sleep na. See the difference in the attitude of a devotee and an atheist. So these atheists, when their sleep got disturbed, they became very angry. Nidra sukha bhange, their pleasure of sleeping got disturbed by the chanting of Harinam. Bahirmukha people, the atheistic people, kruddha hai, they became angry. And then Jai jena mata ichha baliya marai. And then according to their desire, they started speaking blasphemy. For what? Marai, for their own death. When we blaspheme devotees, we are inviting our death, spiritual death. Of course, bhakti never dies. Neha vikrama nashosti. भक्ति का भी नाश नहीं होता है. नेहा विक्रम नाशोस्ति प्रत्यवायो विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस धर्म से त्रायते महतो भयात्. Bhakti never gets destroyed. No matter how much Vaishnava aparadh we commit, our bhakti that we have performed will never get destroyed. But it gets covered. We lose access to it. And therefore devotees fall down. Then they have to go through suffering, they have to go through purification for a long time. And then they will get a chance to continue where they left off. Therefore, we should not commit Vaishnava aparadh. It's a hati mata, mad elephant offense. The bhakti lata will be uprooted and thrown away. Then we have to replant it, which is very difficult. So what did the atheists say out of anger and for their own ruination? Someone said, what madness has come upon them? Someone else said, we are unable to sleep at night. Someone else said, the Lord will become angry because there's loud noise. As if they know Krishna's heart. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam. The sadhus are in Krishna's heart. They understand Krishna. And these atheists think that they understand Krishna. Oh, Krishna will get disturbed. You're chanting too loud. See how envy makes us think. We are going to judge the devotees. The Lord will get angry because of loud noise. And that will result in their destruction. Another said, rather than cultivating knowledge, they are acting most arrogantly. Instead of being Nyan Margi Upasaks, they are Bhakti Margi Upasaks. Instead of cultivating speculative knowledge, which aims at liberation from this world, they are doing all this loud chanting and dancing and behaving arrogantly by singing loudly and disturbing our sleep. In this way, in various ways, these materialistic, atheistic people criticize the devotees simply for chanting Harinam. In the purport, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says that these topics have been elaborated in the Adi Khanda, and he gives references for that.
Hare Krishna.
So I think this is where we have to stop at 2:28. So I will pause here. So the essence of today's reading is that there is always a gulf of difference between the atheist and the devotee. The atheists are opposed to service to Lord Krishna. The atheists are mad after sense gratification. And a devotee is always peaceful. A devotee is humble. A devotee is well-wisher of everyone. A devotee understands that Krishna is my best friend and my only friend. Ama bina bandhuar kya che tumar? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in Jeev Jago Bhajan. Other than me, who is your friend? No one. Suridam sarva bhutanam. Krishna is the only friend of everyone. So devotee understands this, and devotee works for the welfare of others. A devotee preaches for this reason, so that others also should get the bliss of Krishna consciousness. Let others also taste bhajan anand. Let others taste the bliss of Krishna bhajan. Let others taste premananda. Let others taste the bliss of love of Godhead. That is the mood of a devotee. But for the preaching activity of the devotee, for the Harinam Sankirtan of the devotee, the materialistic people, they are very easily angered, and they even speak curses towards the devotee. But as Srila Prabhupada said, the cow doesn't care about the curse of a vulture. Hare Krishna. There's a Bengali proverb. The cow doesn't care for the vulture's curse. A vulture may curse the cow, but a vulture is in the mode of ignorance. Vulture is a scavenger, whereas cow is in the mode of goodness among the animal species. The cow is very dear to Krishna. Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha. Krishna is called Gopal. Of course, if the vulture is a devotee, then Krishna is the vulture pal also. He is Jatayu pal also. But generally speaking, ordinarily, a cow is very peaceful, eats simple grass, gives milk profusely for the welfare of everyone. When Bharat Maharaj got that little baby deer whose mother had died had drowned in the Gandaki river, our Bharat Maharaj did not know how to take care of that newborn baby deer. So in his ashram, there was cows, and the cows fed milk to this little baby deer. And that's how the baby deer survived. So cow is mother of everyone, Go Mata. Cow is merciful to everyone. So cow is in the mode of goodness. Whereas vulture eats rotten flesh,
Sorry,
scavenge.
I was getting some message from my boss.
Haan, Mataji, you're getting.
Sorry.
No problem. So I'm done. So in this way, the cow doesn't care for the vulture's curse. Similarly, a devotee should not bother about the opinion of the materialistic atheists. We should carry on with activities that will please Krishna. Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. That is the motto of our life. We should do what Guru and Krishna tell us to do, what Shastra tells us to do. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. I'll stop here.
Hare
Are there
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna Prabhu, please accept my apologies for not giving you the verse on time. And thank you for such a beautiful, beautiful class. Even if it was with zero preparation, it was so heart-touching. Such a beautiful class as always, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very grateful to you.
Hare Krishna. That's awesome. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Okay, if there are any
Sorry.
We have raised hands.
Yeah, we can-
Kirtida Mataji want to speak. Yeah, Kirtida Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for such a spontaneous class. And really apologize for not giving you the verses in time. But
I thought there was some other speaker, so I also did not contact.
Yeah.
But thank you.
thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. You don't need preparation, but still it was our fault.
What need? Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Really grateful to you. Hare Krishna. Yes, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, you can take.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Once again, thank you so much for this enthusiastic class, Prabhuji. You are always very eager to serve. And as you said, that how a devotee quality is to give this love of God to everyone so that you can make everyone happy. You are always in happy and blissful with Krishna consciousness, Prabhuji, and you are distributing all of this happiness to us, Prabhuji. We are very, very grateful to you for your sweet association. And so, Prabhu, there are a lot of raised hands. Is it okay for you? Do you have time? Okay.
Yes, I have
So
time. We can go.
No. Okay, Sukaka Krishna Prabhuji, please go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna, super class, Prabhu. It was fantastic. Prabhu, Prabhu, you Mumbai cha Manas. You're from Mumbai. I saw you talking in Marathi. Marathi, Mumbai cha Manas. Right? Got the chopper table so many times. And I really love Radhanath Maharaj so much. I told that I want you to be my guru. He said, you ask your guru and tell me. So I asked my Guru Maharaj. He said, you can keep Radhanath Maharaj photo because he's my dearest brother. So I am Japtak Maharaj disciple, but I love Radhanath Maharaj. I like all his lectures. It really touches the heart. Any lecture.
Hare
So
Krishna.
any of his
Srila,
disciples.
yeah, Param Pujya Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is actually the Shiksha Guru of my Guru Maharaj, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Param Pujya Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, he took sannyas at the very young age. He joined Srila Prabhupada at a very young age. And he came to Mayapur from Milwaukee when Mayapur was just a marshy paddy field, and developed it into the beautiful Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir, and now the TOVP. And my Maharaj, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, considers himself a very insignificant servant of Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, who is
But
the
my Guru Maharaj
senior.
loves him so much, and there's a photo of hugging both of them. I still have that photo.
Yeah, but Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj is down and Srila Jayapataka Maharaj is up because he is the senior god brother and worshipable superior of my Guru Maharaj is Param Pujya Srila Jayapataka.
After his stroke, he straight away got to the Pune function. When he got the stroke in 2008.
Yes.
Yeah.
Were you there? Were you there?
Said, no, I was not there. I was in Sharjah. I was the temple in Sharjah. So Guru Maharaj tells that he was the enthusiastic person, Radhanath Maharaj. He always gives me so much bliss that I forget that I'm sick whenever he goes. So thank you. Thank you so much. Because some people, when we ask, what is the purpose of life? There are some devotees who are newly joined. How you say you are settled? He's telling, I got two sons, and one is in USA, one is in UK. They're well settled. I got two houses, one in Mumbai, one is Chennai. I got a Mercedes-Benz car. I got 50 crore rupees. So they think this is the success in life, but they don't know what is about the soul, where it is traveling. Now, me and my wife are happy. We are watching TV, we are enjoying. So, unfortunately, I feel that because there is no proper, the Sanatan Dharma, the spreading is not properly done in India. Only Srila Prabhupada mercy, we have got something. So, with this Kali going so fast, with so much problems are happening, you know. So,
Yes.
how to spread it in a bigger ways? It's a very big question mark. But I'm sure Krishna will do something to make it happen. With the golden age, I think Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan Gaurahari will surely do something, and speakers like you can definitely explore the whole thing. Thank you, Prabhu. So
Hare
nice
Krishna.
and wonderful.
Thank you.
Hare
Super.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you.
Mumbai चा मानस
Actually,
मराठी
Prithvila
माहिती.
Swati, I
आमची
just got
माती
a message.
आमची माती आमची मानस मुंबई.
Yes, Prabhu, you are saying something.
Actually, I want to become Prabhupada Sama. I want to learn Bengali, like your Guru Maharaj, Shila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj.
आम्ही
But thank
आपल्याके
you,
बांगला
Prabhuji.
शिकिয়ে देबो.
Actually, I just
आम्ही आपल्याके बांगला शिकिয়ে देबो. I'm from Calcutta only. But unfortunately, I was not
Hari
in
Bol.
ISKCON. 21 years in Calcutta. I'm born in 58. But till 79, because of that Dhammaridham movie, my parents told, don't go, they're all drug addicts. So I never went for any pandal program, but I got Krishna consciousness in Africa. Gopal Krishna Maharaj gave me connected.
Jai, Jai. Amazing. So thank you, Prabhuji. Actually, Mataji, I just realized I have to go. My son is actually moving out today into his apartment. He's in college. So I have to go settle him in the apartment before Radha Gopinath Prabhu comes. So we'll have to end the class, Mataji. I'll leave now. Thank you. Is that okay, Mataji?
Radha Gopinath Maharaj is coming to USA now.
Radha Gopinath Prabhu from Chowpatty, Radha Gopinath Mandir.
Actually, when my father left his body in Bhaktivedanta Hospital, Radha Gopinath Prabhu came for 12 days, every day, kirtans and chanting. And so I'm really very much indebted to Radhanath Maharaj disciples. They really, Krishna Prem Prabhu made my father to go back to Godhead by chanting when he left his body. Thank you, Prabhu. I really am indebted to all Radhanath Maharaj devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Once again, thank you so much for your valuable time and association this morning and enlightening us on the topic of Chaitanya Bhagavat. We look forward for your association again. I would like to offer my obeisances to you. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhu Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji ki jai. And we wish all the success for your son, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare
Krishna.
Gauranga.
Ending the class. Thank you so much.